Hey guys, HeelTayler here, welcome to a brand new episode of WWE Reborn Season 2. This is the episode after the Elimination Chamber, our first pay-per-view of the season. And, yeah, that's it. We got the pre-show match. Jinder and Braun. Jinder with 70, Braun with a 78. Kurt Angle with Bray Wyatt. 73 for Angle, 78 for Wyatt. Seth Rollins and John Cena, who won the match, of course. 89 for Rollins, 91 for Cena. And Lashley and Corbin, 71 for Lashley and 59 for Corbin, because Corbin's a bad worker. Mahal and Lashley improve. Mahal in performance, Lashley in technical. And then we open a show with an 100 A-star. Raw opens with Seth Rollins' music playing. He comes to the ring the night after Elimination Chamber, where he defeated the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, and solidified his place as number one contender to the Universal Championship. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. There was a chance it wasn't going to be me opening the show tonight. Could have been Braun, but it's me, and now I'm ready for WrestleMania in 4 weeks time, where I take the WWE Championship, Universal Championship, away from Brock Lesnar. The crowd pop and Seth leaves to allow Raw to get going. That's pretty much it. 100 A-star Universal storyline starts with this segment into a 55C-. Not a great match, but it is good enough. Subpar wrestling, a little heat. Apollo and Jordan defeated the Ascension in 6 minutes 43 seconds when Jordan defeated Connor by pinfall. 60 from Jordan, 62 from Cruz, which is really good. 43 and 42 from the Ascension, they're bad. Yeah, 55C-. Into a 67C+. Ronda Rousey is in the centre of the ring. She tells any woman in the back who wants a shot at her title to come out here right now and get some. She is answered by Bayley. Into a 70C+, a decent match. Ronda got an 80, which is incredible, and she's improving in performance. Bayley with 50, which ain't too bad. Decent match. Rousey defeated Bayley in 15 minutes 51 seconds by submission with an armbar. Ronda Rousey makes defense number 4 of her War Women's title. After the match, Ronda takes a microphone and begins to talk. Becky, I am a legitimate fighter. I am a true destroyer, and you will never compare. You're in way over your head if you think you can beat me. I was the best woman in the UFC. I'm the best competitor in WWE. You are below me. After that, she drops the mic, and Bayley begins to get to her feet. So Ronda goes over. She tries to help her, but out of nowhere, Bayley just hits her with a Bayley to belly. She throws up the 4 horsewoman hand symbol and leaves the ring, while Ronda attempts to get back to her feet. So yeah, that was a pretty cool segment there, with the Raw Women's storyline starting with it as well. Becky versus Ronda. We know what side Bayley's on. Into a 50D+. Subpar wrestling, little heat. Tozawa defeat TJP with a German suplex. 49 from Tozawa, 47 from TJP. Two decent workers there in the Cruiserweight division. Tozawa improving in performance. Yeah, and that's it. And then it goes into a 43D. After Tozawa's convincing victory over TJP, Drake Maverick makes his way onto the stage. Claps Akira and he congratulates him, and he tells Akira that he's earned it. At WrestleMania, Akira Tozawa gets one more shot at the Cruiserweight Championship. Yeah, 43D. Cruiserweight storyline starts with this segment. We then go to a 62C. About had decent wrestling but not much heat. The Revival defeated Slater and Rhino in 8 minutes 58 seconds, while Wilder defeated Slater by pinfall with the Shatter Machine. Still needs to change their gimmicks. 67 from Dash, 64 from Dawson. These guys are getting really good. Getting quite over after their title win at the Elimination Chamber. 54 from Rhino, 50 from Slater. Not too bad. Then going to a 66C+. Fashion Files, Season 2, Episode 1. So backstage, Tyler's frantically running around. He's screaming at everyone, "Where are my sequins? I can't find any sequins." He's then approached by Jinder Mahal. Jinder tells Tyler, "Shanti, it's just clothes." And Tyler loses his mind. Says, "How dare you? Just clothes?" And he explodes. He just drops Jinder after a huge shot to the head. And Tyler just keeps storming off again, screaming, "Where are my sequins?" 60C+ for the second season of Fashion Files. Go to a 63C. Had decent wrestling, not much heat. Drew McIntyre defeated Mike Kanellis in 6 minutes and 1 second with a Scott drop. 70 from McIntyre, 46 from Kanellis. Kanellis ain't great, but he was just there to take the fall, really, wasn't he? 70 from Drew, which is really good. Nice to see him finally in the 70s after his pay-per-view match at the Elimination Chamber. Then go to a 75B-, which is a decent little promo from Drew. After his match, Drew McIntyre takes the microphone. "None of you understand how many years I've spent trying to perfect my craft to become the greatest of all time. I made Kurt freaking Angle tap out to the ankle lock. I have destroyed legends, but the one name that always surprises mine is John Cena. But not for long. At the Elimination Chamber, it was Baron who defeated John, not me. You can never beat me. Just give me a chance to prove it. Drew then slams the microphone and storms to the back. The No More Respect storyline started with this segment. Then go to a 77B for our main event. It's actually a decent Raw match. Well, for Raw, it's a really, really good match, actually. It had great wrestling, good heat. Dean Ambrose defeated Finn Balor. Yeah, our new Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor loses in his first match as champion by pinfall with Dirty Deeds because Bobby Lashley distracted Finn Balor. 79 for Balor, which is really good. 84 for Dean, which is insane. Needs to do more with Dean, as I've said so many times. Poor announcing is killing the matches. Low experience for announcing. So yeah, the only negatives there are for announcing. So into an 84B plus to end the show. After the match, Lashley, Rush, and Dean begin to assault Finn Balor in a 3-on-1 beatdown. Tries fighting back, but it's no use until I'm here to show the world. Dolph Ziggler's music hits. He charges the ring, begins to fight everyone off, and makes the save on Finn Balor and a 2-stand tool in the middle of the ring. And we end Raw there with a 78B, our best match on the show ever. There weren't enough attractive women. I'm assuming the ugly woman to the game then is Bayley, because we've had Ronda out a few times. I never had that note. I'm going to just take that note off because it's not about being sexy anymore nowadays, WWE. It's about, you know, the wrestling. But yeah, the show increased our popularity in 26 regions and we didn't lose any. Woo! We finally did it. I'll see you in SmackDown. Okay, so we're on SmackDown now, and yeah, we've got the pre-show match of Miz and AJ. Miz with 77, AJ with an 86, Rusev and Daniel Bryan. Rusev with 71, Daniel Bryan with an 85, Cesaro and Samoa Joe. Cesaro with a 70, Joe with a 78, Rey, Mysterio and Sheamus. Rey with a 70, Sheamus with a 72. Miz improves in performance, Rusev improves in flying performance also. And we open the show with an 81B. It's not amazing, but it's good enough. The show opens with AJ Styles coming to the ring. He opens the show and welcomes all to SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built. He tells everyone that Elimination Chamber was a great show and a lot of people were really happy with the results, but not AJ. AJ got attacked irrationally after the Chamber match, and that was a mistake on the behalf of Daniel Bryan, because AJ is going to be coming for revenge. This then leads into a 64C of Mustafa Ali defeating Shelton Benjamin in 11 minutes 41 seconds with a reverse 450. Decent wrestling, not much heat. 62 from Mustafa Ali, he's definitely getting there. 61 from Shelton Benjamin. This leads into a 94A. Mustafa Ali is celebrating his victory in the ring. Randy Orton runs in and attacks, beating Mustafa Ali down into the mat. The SmackDown, the New Generation storyline started with a segment. It's quite good. Go to another match, a 63C. In about had decent wrestling with not much heat. Almas defeated Sin Cara in 14 minutes and 22 seconds with a Brillante driver. Or it's just a Brillante driver there. I don't know. Yeah, and it's a 67 for Andrade, which is really, really good. And a 50 for Sin Cara, which is he's on time decline, so yeah. 63C. Moves into a 68C plus after the match. Andrade continues to beat down on Sin Cara, screaming, "I'm the best luchador," down at him. And after a while, he starts to rip at Sin Cara's mask in an attempt to get it off. But seeing this, Rey Mysterio flies down to the ring. He wards off Andrade. And yeah, he helps Sin Cara, clearly disgusted at Andrade's actions. Goes into a 69C+. Backstage, Asuka bumps into Shane. Shane tells her he's been meaning to find her an opponent because they need to figure out her WrestleMania match. He tells her he's booked a triple threat match with 3 women and the winner will be Asuka's WrestleMania opponent. And we go into a 65C, and about had decent wrestling, not much heat. Charlotte Flair defeated Naomi and Nikki Bella in 10 minutes and 12 seconds when Charlotte Flair defeated Naomi by submission with a figure 8 leg lock. Charlotte Flair carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. 72 for Charlotte, so obviously the right winner there, and she proves performance. Naomi with a 55 and Nikki with a 52. I thought these were like the best women on SmackDown that we could have put in the number 1 contenders match, because Naomi is obviously a bit of a rival of Asuka now after their Elimination Chamber match. Charlotte Flair's like the best match for her, like the most like women's evolutionary kind of match, and Nikki Bella would be the biggest draw for sex appeal and stuff. So this would be logical, like they're the 3 logical answers for Asuka's opponent at Mania. But yeah, Charlotte Flair vs Asuka, WrestleMania. It's number 2 actually this. Obviously Charlotte broke Asuka's streak at the last WrestleMania for the same title in a match, so we'll see how it goes this time. To a 95 A-star. The co-besties Shane McMahon, The Miz make their way to the ring after the break. The Miz takes the microphone and say that this is not the last the club has seen of The Miz and Shane McMahon. And he starts to talk about more stuff and like their title reign and stuff. But Shane takes the microphone off that and he says he's booking themselves in a rematch for the titles at WrestleMania. Miz turns to Shane and he's like, that's not how we're meant to do things in the new era, Shane. Like, automatic rematches are gone and, you know. And Shane just tells him he's the boss, he does what he wants. So the Miz just stands there and he's like, okay Shane, right, I suppose you are correct. Yeah, 95 A-star, really good segment there. Then goes into a 77B. Jeff Hardy's music hits for the main event against Shinsuke Nakamura. But while he's getting down, he gets halfway down the ramp before out of nowhere he's attacked by Sanity. New United States Champion Eric Young, Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf. They hit him with a few power moves and throw him into the ring where Shinsuke is waiting and calls for the bell to ring. The United States storyline started with this segment. Then goes into a 76B match, which was a decent match. About her good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Jeff Hardy in 20 minutes and 16 seconds with a Samoan driver, which should have just been in Kinshasa. But yeah, Jeff Hardy 70, 79 from Shinsuke, 76B-, quite good, to be honest. So yeah, the United States Championship storyline gained heat there, and we end with an 82B, a pretty good show, showing increased our popularity in 18 regions. And yeah, that's it for this episode of SmackDown, this episode WWE Reborn. I'll see you all in the next one.